So I'd like to start by telling this story about a lonely consultant, actually me, who at one point realized if I was going to make it as a consultant, I needed to find other consultants that I could work with, learn from, and basically talk so I don't go stir crazy. So sometime last year, I approached some other consultants, some you might recognize, and we started to meet together online on a regular basis using video conferencing once a week, and we started to really to bond and to grow in our work by sharing our stories. As we worked along, we started to realize, there's something really special going on here. Let's try to create a new future. And so we started to set out some goals, we put some objectives together, and to my great surprise, within 3 months we started to achieve most of those. So for me, this experience of our Fantastic Four was like a small little taste of what it can be like when a group of people get together, start to dream of their future, and actually make it happen using technology to connect. And when I think about Sault Ste. Marie, I think we have so much amazing potential here. Some of it's realized, some of it's not. And I think a lot more can be realized by better connecting ourselves to each other and helping nurture our own passions. Peter Block, who's an inspiration to me, talks about the challenge of community being to transform the isolation and self-interest within our communities into connectedness and caring for the whole. And fortunately, we're in an exciting time right now where with the internet and the tools and the information that we have at our disposal, which we never had before, we have this amazing ability to reach out and connect with each other, to share, to contribute, both globally and locally. So I believe that now the ordinary hero, the everyday hero is re-emerging, partly because of our ability to better connect locally and globally with these technologies, giving us new possibilities to create our future. And so, as I look across this room, I see a lot of heroes here, and some of them aren't known to us, but through technology now, we have new ways that we connect so that all these unknown heroes to us can now become visible. So, last year, I started thinking about how can we get together more of these heroes in Sault Ste. Marie, and that's actually how Ignite was born, was to bring people together and share their passions. And so that was the first experiment. And it's been a great ride so far. This is our third Ignite here, and I've really been inspired myself by a lot of the talks, and people who really are, it's nice to see now the passions and the things that people care about that we don't necessarily see in our day-to-day work. The second experiment started earlier this year called Sault Camp. Another great event, a lot of energy. Again, it's the people of Sault Ste. Marie who made it happen, coming together, sharing their knowledge around social media, not bringing in some experts from outside, helping each other. So, what do these two events tell me? Well, I see a huge appetite for getting together, for supporting each other, for these participatory style of events, where we can start to better connect these heroes. So that was then. Now I want to tell you about something that's coming up that I'm really excited about, and also probably the biggest event that I've ever tried to organize. Everyone ready? So I want to introduce Change Camp. Change Camp has been a dream in the making for about a year for me right now. And there's two main things about Change Camp. But ultimately it's about fixing the broken politics by focusing on government and citizens, trying to rethink the way that we work together in an age of participation. About a year ago in Toronto, I attended Change Camp Toronto, and it was an incredible event. So much energy, all these people there trying to reshape their future around government, around civics, around politics. As you can see from the stats, there was a lot that came out of that. Since then, there's been Change Camps happening all over Canada, and now the focus is on the upcoming election in November. And really, it's just an excuse to get together and try to shift the conversation with Sue about the new possibilities that might be there. And what I like about the whole Change Camp movement is there's a lot of really smart, talented people, again, just ordinary people who have skills, who are putting together these recipes to help us figure out how to gather a dialogue, to create value, inspire, and enable leadership in different cities. So there's a bunch of Change Camps that are going to happen on June 19th, which isn't very far away. So I'm going to need a lot of help. And I hope this is something that you're excited about too. So I'm here to recruit you for this awesome event. Because again, it's about the community making happen, the community taking charge of their own future and actually making that future happen. Thank you.